today I wanted to do a little bit of a different type of video. I just wanted to talk about this game, Forza Horizon 5. Now, I play this on my channel. It's a very fun game. I like it. It's not the best Horizon game. We all know that. Something has come to my attention on how woke this game is getting. So, this is the main article I found very interesting. The headline is, I quit the game immediately. Trans players responded to Forza Horizon 5's dead naming. Now, dead naming is, in the dictionary, to call a transgender person by their birth name when they have changed their name as part of their gender transition. As in a guy that calls himself Joseph, but then pretends he's a girl, so he calls himself Josephine or something like that. The Forza Horizon 5, along with some other games, will take your Microsoft username. Could be, I don't know, Eric. And your Microsoft username could be Eric, and then you transition or whatever, and then you're Erica, and then he calls you Eric instead, so you can get offended by that. That's what they're on about. The game pulls it from your Microsoft account so that it can properly say hello. However, for some trans players, this feature has led to the game dead naming them, a painful experience. So hopefully most of you know that you can change your Microsoft name, and if you transition to another name, then you can switch your Microsoft name. And it does take some effort, but you know, just a name. This quote here, it sucked and it was jarring. Melody told me over Twitter, you have a few mandatory bits to play before you can actually change it. I'm not too familiar with the menus, but a lot of customization is separate from the menu options, so I wasted a lot of time digging when it was elsewhere. So these people are getting offended because they're being called their old name, their name before they switch genders or whatever, right? So what? I don't really understand why you can get offended by that, but other than that, let's skip that part. Let's skip over the so what. It doesn't make sense why you get offended by that. It's just programming. Let's skip over that and talk about why it does that in the first place. Forza Horizon 5 does that because it's your Microsoft username, so little easy there. But this game is definitely getting more woke. This complaint doesn't make the game woke. In fact, it actually makes it less woke. But Forza Horizon 5 has implemented some great accessibility settings and also included the option for players to be able to pick their pronouns, body type, and voice. It's disappointing then that the potential for dead naming was not considered when the greeting feature was implemented. So here's my question to this. I don't know a lot about the game developer, but why would a game developer that genuinely wants to make a game about cars think about someone's pronouns, body type, and voice? Why? I mean, look at these pictures. It's a game about cars. There's a character inside, but so what? It's a game about cars. Can't we just enjoy the cars? Why do we have to bring gender into this? I don't care where you stand on this. It's a game about cars. If it dead names you, so what? So what? If you don't like it, don't play it. If you like the game, but you don't like the dead naming, then deal with it. If it offends you that much, then don't play it. I've just finished Need for Speed Unbound, and the physics are great, gameplay is good, but oh my word, it has missed the mark on authenticity by prioritizing wokeness rather than the story. Forza falls in the same trap. Forza caters towards E for everyone, which is great. I think it's essential to provide a platform for LGBTQ+ individuals where they can express themselves comfortably. However, I feel this prioritizes and neglects the people who have played Forza since the very first day and love Forza for what it has been. Forza is no longer recognizable as Forza anymore, to me personally. Like, imagine this. Pretend Horizon 1 to 4 is non-existent. If this was the very first Forza Horizon game, would you ever pick up a Forza Horizon game again? Do you feel emotionally attached to the game like the others did? I'm guessing no, as the game feels so neutral and provides no authenticity. So this guy's saying basically what I just said. It's a game about cars. He says it's important to have a platform for these individuals to be where they can express themselves, but it's a game about cars. Even this guy, who down here says, I'm a gay man who's enjoyed Forza since the very first motorsport. I feel very comfortable and enjoyed the games previously. I may not be the best on this discussion, but I really want to bring awareness onto this because it's almost all video games now, not just Forza. I'm quite frustrated and everyone deserves better. Video games should not be a platform for people to enforce their wokeness into the game. If you really want to make a game about this, where it's real life living in 2024, and you want to implement these ideas like wokeness and transgender, do that. Or play Sims. That's what that game is. Sims is a game where you can make yourself what you want. This is a game about cars. And I saw another article that I don't have up about how whenever you implement any sort of RPG element, character customization into it, it not only allows this sort of behavior, but also encourages it. Because the customization is all about being what you want to be, right? So people take that too far, like, well, I don't see I don't know pronoun names. I don't see my pronoun name on this game, right? People will say that. As soon as this sort of RPG element is added to a game, people will complain, like this article right here. Once again, it's a game about cars. If it dead names you, change your Microsoft name. If it offends you that badly, then don't play the game. You don't have to ruin a game about cars for everyone else. There are, however, games that are RPG games with character customization that only have male and women. We have here Elder Scrolls Online. I'm not saying Elder Scrolls Online is the least woke game ever, but it's a good idea of how you don't have to cater to these types of ideas. Elder Scrolls Online is even more of a platform I would assume would have that sort of behavior. But this is a car game. Enjoy the Lamborghinis, enjoy the Mustangs. It doesn't matter who you are, you can enjoy the same cars, right? But you don't have to bring these elements where it just separates the community and ruins people's ideas of the game. It makes the game worse. And ultimately, it doesn't really make you feel better. Having this trans subset for your character in a game about cars, why? Just why? It's a game about cars. Enjoy the cars. And if you need any proof, we have this picture right here. He, him, she, her, they, them. Focusing only on the car game. It doesn't matter what you identify as, what you do. It's a game. Please, 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 get over it. It's a car game. Enjoy the cars. By all means, drive the cars, enjoy the cars. That's what the game's about. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Leave a comment down below if you have any sort of discussion. If you have discussion, it's not just hate. I'll be happy to have a discussion with you. If it's hate, I won't respond. Thanks. See you guys later.